Good morning. It's time to wake up, Western Slope.
Well, a happy good morning to all of you. A happy Thursday to all of our viewers also on the Western Slope. Thank you for starting your day with all of us here on Wake Up Western Slope. I'm Chance Dicklin. I've got a cup of coffee in my hand. Hope you do as well. Let's take a look at your top stories. Well, pressure is mounting up for court officials in Colorado to reduce the 110-year sentence of a truck driver who killed 4 people in a fiery crash in the state last year. Mark Strassman looks at the minimum sentencing laws that have inspired a nationwide petition in which nearly 4 million people have signed on to for leniency in this case.
I'm begging for forgiveness.
26-year-old Rohel Aguilera Maderos sobbed in court when he was sentenced last week to 110 years in prison on 4 counts of vehicular homicide and 23 other charges.
I'm crying all the time when I'm thinking about it.
4 people were killed in this fiery wreck on Colorado's Interstate 70 in April of 2019. It's a steep road in the Rocky Mountain foothills. Aguilera Maderos says his brakes failed, but video shows he may have missed a runaway truck ramp where prosecutors claim he could have pulled off.
He made a series of terrible decisions.
Aguilera Maderos received all minimum sentences, but because Colorado's law requires them to be served consecutively, it added up to 110 years, something even the judge objected to.
If I had the discretion, it would not be my sentence.
As of this morning, more than 4.5 million people have signed a petition to reduce Aguilera Maderos' sentence. Colorado Governor Jared Polis said his office has received a clemency request and he's reviewing the sentence. Gage Evans, whose husband died in the crash, says sentencing laws should be reviewed, but the sentence itself should not be commuted.
He was found guilty of reckless behavior that killed my husband. That was the most important thing to me.
Mark Strassman, CBS News.
That petition also actually had close to 5 million signatures. Meanwhile, family members joined the legal team of Rohel Aguilera Maderos at the Colorado State Capitol on Wednesday morning to call on Governor Jared Polis to reduce his sentence. On Tuesday, a prosecutor in the case against Aguilera Maderos officially asked the judge to reconsider the 110-year sentence. First Judicial District Attorney Alexis King filed a motion on Friday asking the court to set a hearing on Christmas Eve or on Monday, December 27th. The case has attracted the attention of advocates for judicial reform, including Kim Kardashian West, who posted a string of tweets on Tuesday. Well, Aspen police have reported the arrest of an 18-year-old suspect believed to be responsible for a hit-and-run accident. On your screen, Spencer Diamond was arrested and faces charges including failure to remain at the scene of an accident involving serious bodily injury, a Class 4 felony, failure to notify police of an accident, careless driving causing bodily injury, and failure to appear on a previous traffic incident. Authorities say the incident was reported on December 20th when a pedestrian was crossing Main Street in front of the Aspen Police Department and was struck by a Land Rover. The victim is a 50-year-old male resident of Basalt being treated at the hospital for serious injuries. Embattled County Clerk and Recorder Tina Peters refused to sign an order for new bound envelopes and inserts for 2022, but when push came to shove, she changed her tune. Election laws require Peters to process and certify documents in a process called at a station when she refused to sign or attest to a county commissioner approved voting services contract with Runbeck Elections Services by December 20th. Mesa County filed a lawsuit against Peters saying she neglected her duties one day after that deadline and just hours after Mesa County filed suit. Peters finally fulfilled her duty and signed off. The county ordered the envelopes and inserts early to avoid a predicted shortage. Mesa County Attorney Todd Starr issued a statement saying, quote, legally, Clerk Peters must attest to a board of county commissioners' decisions regardless of personal opinions. And now let's take a look at the most recent COVID case count for Mesa County. On your screen, according to the most recent information posted on the county's data dashboard, there are 80 new cases of the coronavirus. The one-week average positivity rate is at 4.7%. 48 people are currently hospitalized and there have been 21 deaths within the past 2 weeks. Mesa County has seen a slowdown in COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations within the last month, but hospital capacity is critically limited. According to Mesa County Public Health, hospital bed availability across the western slope is less than 10% for both intensive care and medical care beds. This winter, local officials are encouraging everyone to take extra steps to limit COVID-19 transmission and ease the stress on our local healthcare systems. These steps include getting vaccinated and wearing masks. As friends and family gather for the holidays, Mesa County Public Health has some tips to keep in mind.
Do some social distancing practices when you're indoors, especially with people who may be at higher risk, as well as mask wearing when social distancing is not possible. Also, a great tool is to get a negative test before you gather with your holiday party, just squashing out the risk of giving the virus to somebody.
Mesa County Public Health says while new cases are declining, it's important to continue taking serious precautions against spreading COVID-19. Well, one of the country's largest food banks say pantry visits are up by 30%. KREX5's Cora Dickey stopped by the largest food bank between Denver and Salt Lake City to find out more.
The food bank at Clifton Christian Church prioritizes people in need. Volunteers distributed 600 food boxes for Thanksgiving, and their spirit to help others is still fresh this Christmas, handing out more than just food.
During this Christmas season, we also bless people with toiletries, laundry detergents and body wash and different things like that. Everybody didn't get the same thing, but they got 3 or 4 different kinds of soaps to help with the cost of everything.
The food bank served thousands of residents in 2021 thanks to community donations that keep pouring in. The food bank has been serving curbside deliveries for almost 2 years, but the nonprofit has a New Year's resolution to make their program even better.
We're going to do a small expansion and redo some of the inside so that we can bring our clients back inside and do a choice pantry for our clients to be able to choose the items that they need.
Grant applications are already in process to make the expansion happen. In the meantime, there's still plenty you can do to help.
So we're just reaching out and getting ready for Christmas ourselves and ready to start next year with a line of people. We're just working hard for money and donations, non-perishable food items, financial donations are always grateful.
Reporting for Wake Up Western Slope, I'm Cora Dickey.
Thanks, Cora. Well, just like the countdown to Christmas is over, the countdown is also over. Absolute Dance's annual Nutcracker Ballet is back again at Robinson Theater. Dozens of hours went into putting this year's ballet together. Absolute Dance students, joined by professional guest artists, alumni, and other teachers, put together a showstopper. This isn't the first Nutcracker production, but twin dancers say there's something to look forward to every single year.
It's fun to see how the choreography has changed, but how it's like similar to. I'd want the audience to take away the appreciation of how hard each and every person in the cast has worked and how far we've come since our past Nutcracker ballets. One of the performances, it's on Christmas Eve, and I just think that's really special. Grand Junction is kind of a small town, and I think that getting our dance community out there and publicly and showing that we do have talent here at Absolute.
Absolute Dance's Nutcracker Ballet will have shows through Christmas Eve. Showtimes can be found, of course, at westernslopenow.com. Well, just like I said before, just days away from Christmas, a nationwide shortage of sweet confections continues to grow, but that hasn't stopped one local candy store from thriving this holiday season. KREX5's Jocelyn Stafford spoke with a local business about how they have been impacted.
We still have pretty good inventory going into the last couple of days here before Christmas, but we've been hit pretty hard, which is a blessing and a curse all at the same time.
Candy canes are hard to come by nationwide this winter, but locals will be pleased to hear while Enstrom's is in the same candy cane crunch, they have plenty other treats worth worldwide attention. During this holiday season, this local business continues to provide and remains a staple in its community.
We've, put Grand Junction on the map, and a lot of that's happened because of our local customers sending our products out to all of their family and friends across the country and the world, for that matter.
While we are seeing candy shortages nationwide, Enstrom's is still going strong. So if you are looking for a last-minute Christmas gift, this should be your first stop.
We sell joy and happiness, and so a box of chocolates or a box of toffee or some turtles or toffee popcorn or any of those delicious things that just make us feel good during the holidays to share with friends and family.
Before you stop by, we should warn you, the high demand for candy canes has also impacted Enstrom's, but there are plenty of other options to choose from.
It looks like we've sold out of candy canes. Our peppermint cookie bark is very popular, but here locally in the store is if you haven't had our ice cream is very popular and great for those holiday celebrations.
If you would like to stop by for some last-minute gifts or make an online order with Enstrom's, we will have more information on our website, westernslopenow.com. Reporting for Wake Up Western Slope, I'm Jocelyn Stafford.
Jocelyn, thank you so much. Right now, we are going to take a look at your Ag Day Minute. It's the latest in crops, livestock, food farming, and rural living.
I'm Clinton Griffiths with today's Ag Day Minute. U.S. life expectancy fell more than initially thought last year. Final numbers from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention show that Americans' life expectancy fell 1.8 years to 77 years in 2020. That's the biggest such decline since at least World War II. Now, COVID-19 was the nation's third leading cause of death last year behind heart disease and cancer. Taco Bell is adding crispy chicken wings to the menu, but for a limited time only. And we're talking really limited. They're only available for a week starting January 6th. And you can only order them after 2 p.m. Now, the $6 dish includes 5 bone-in wings coated in queso seasoning and served with spicy ranch. Chicken wings have become more popular recently as people crave comfort food during the pandemic. A key candy this time of year is apparently in short supply. We're talking about candy canes. Apparently, it's because of the global supply chain issues, including backups at some ports, shortages of drivers and service workers. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, peppermint production has declined nearly 25% over the past decade. Candy stores say even though there isn't an abundance this year, the candy canes they do have are flying off the shelves. For more Ag News, watch Ag Day weekdays on the station or anytime at agweb.com and follow us on social media.
Time to take a quick look at the weather. A lot of things are starting to happen as we approach the end of the work week and the holiday. Chris, what can people expect outside?
Well, for today in the Grand Valley, you will see overcast skies for the morning hours. Once we start looking at noon, we'll see around a 10 to 15% chance for some scattered rain showers, and those chances for showers will continue to increase as we move throughout the day, with heavy rain showers for the valleys expected overnight and snow showers over the higher elevations. More details in 90 seconds.